Icicle January, going in the deep freeze for a few days, minus 23 to minus 25 overnight. For those who've only seen icicles in a freezer, here's just the tip off of one. Beautiful late afternoon. Light snow just starting to fall at the shelter. Gonna make a little fire. Gonna show you a snow scoop that I made. This is something that came to mind and I thought, hey, why not use this and try this out? And you know what? It really works. So we're just gonna get into this. You can see that the shelter is nicely banked now with snow all around the bottom. It has not collapsed. It's just wonderful and cozy in there. I'm going to light that, see if I can get it going. So while I'm trying to get that going, I'm going to show you a clip I made earlier of the snow scoop that I built out of recycled items. And this is what they would call the handyman special. And what I made it out of, you can see it slides really good, is a lawnmower handle from an old lawnmower. And the bottom part is the cover, which you put your pots and pans in on the bottom of a cook stove, electric one. So the stove was being thrown out, and I saw this and I thought, hey, you can make something out of that. Now, of course, you can go and buy one. I don't know how much they are. Build one like this, and all you do is attach the lawnmower handle through the side. Yeah, wheels on the back to keep it raised, but haven't had any troubles with that. What I really initially had used it for was when I go into the bush off the road and I want to haul out a deadfall or a dead tree, like a snag they call it here. I could load up a whole bunch of wood on it, and in the front there's little holes, and I would put a bungee cord on it, and I could probably take like a half a dozen big pieces and haul them back out over the trail easy. Got a fire going. Wait till it gets down to the coals. Got my good old cast iron pan all oiled up, because I'm going to be using that today again. Got 3 different sizes, and this one here is going to be what the size I need. So I'm happy with that. The fire swelling way down to the coals, and got my hot chocolate mixed. I'm going to fill this up with snow, and I want to see how much water this pan will create when it's melted. So we'll see what happens. While I'm doing this, there's a woodpecker going up that tree, just landed. And there's my foamy hot chocolate with marshmallows. Yum yum. And boy, it's not taking very long for that snow to melt down. I mean, of all the simplest things, I've never really done this before. I've always carried water with me, but it's amazed at the simplest things. That's creating a good little bit of water. Doesn't take long. This melts really quickly. It's also going to be a good way for me to wash up my pan. That full container created about a quarter of water. So that's pretty awesome. And get back when I'm ready for the pan. The other great thing is the fire is not going out when the lid is closed. I probably can put an exhaust pipe on this, it would be better. But as you can see, it's still going. It's not smothering it. So that's pretty awesome. Would you leave that on? A going concern. So here I have a couple of biscuits I'm going to try. Don't know how the oven's going to work. I'm hoping it's not going to fry them. It's going to actually bake them. So I'm going to close down the lid and see what happens. Here I am inside the hut. I've seen some birds in the tree. So I'm going to see if I can get them on camera. got my camera on my cord. I'm gonna have my hot chocolate, wait for my biscuits, and be quiet and see if anything lands, okay? So there you have it. Oops, it's done and it's falling apart. Put a little bit of butter on that. You can see that it's yeah, very flaky. It's delicious. Very good. Somebody likes the biscuit crumbs. She's had her dog food and her water, but what the old saying is, if the dog doesn't break their teeth on your biscuits, then they're good. Hey girl, what's that? You like that crunch? You like doggy biscuit? Was it good? Meg. Hey girl. Show everybody, was it good? Show them, was it good? Had a marten in this area last year. And I'm seeing some tracks here that looks like he's back. Come from the creek and it's gone up in here. He's usually crossed you a few times feeding. You can see where he went up under that tree and then here. It's hard to see with the lighting, but he's back. And there he goes there too as well. It's about the same area as he was in last year when he was hunting. Golden brown, really bright reddish color with the tail just shining in the snow. And I hope I'm able to catch him on video or photo sometime this winter. Just never know. Very cold though, minus 24 we're sitting at, but the sun makes it feel a little warmer right now. You can certainly see it's done lots of its rounds here and went down over here underneath this pile in that little hole there that you can see and went out over the top and come down on the trail again. There's a water over here that rarely freezes. It gets covered over with snow, but rarely freezes. He likes to hang around that. As you can see, the tracks through. He's been out today. It's the first time I've seen any indication that he's back. And here you can see where he went down the hill, where the creek is. He likes to hang around there. I've seen them sit in trees, different things. But you can tell it's him by the feet, by the way the hair is hitting the snow. It's unlike a weasel. They'll jump more similar to a squirrel. And you'll see a long tail mark. But this is the guy. Now here's the difference. We do have a weasel that came in before the snow last night and ran across and up through to the fence. So his tracks are getting a little filled in, but he was here through the night. Lots of animals are starting to move more because when we were having the storms, they were staying in the bush waiting for it to pass. Although they do come out, you don't see them as much. So we got the sun here going down and just everything looking beautiful. It's cold enough right now that once the breath comes up through your scarf or face mask, your eyebrows will feel like they're getting full of ice. So it's cool. Nowhere near how cold it can get. But you're definitely going to wake up with this kind of weather. Time to keep moving. These last few evenings, it looks so odd. The sun looks like the moon, or that they're on top of one another. It's quite beautiful, but it is an eerie feeling. Almost hypnotizes you. It's as if it's so cold that it's frozen.